Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and click the bell icon for more juicy content from me. Hello, and welcome back. It is a new year. It is 2023, and by way of very brief introduction, I am Dr. 𝐷𝐄𝐄, and I help busy physicians and non-physicians create new careers, businesses, and vocations in 6 months or less without stress, anxiety, or burnout. And I do this through a method that I call the 𝐷𝐿 method. It's a proprietary method that I created myself that has helped all of my clients over the last 7 years. So today I'm going to be talking about something that is usually top of mind in January, and that is goals. Now, but I do have a question for you, and it is this: are you making any of these mistakes? Because the truth is that if you are making these mistakes, you will not meet your goals. You will not accomplish your goals. And you'll just be screaming about, hey, smash your goals, 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 goals. And you will not achieve any of them. So in sharing these mistakes, you could probably head some things off at the pass and start working on a better way to set goals. So I wrote them down. So I'm going to be looking at my computer, because I like to write things down, because I am somebody, I like to talk, and sometimes I can ramble off into the distance, and before you know it, you're like, what was the point you were trying to make? So I'm going to share real quickly about 7 or 8 things that I've noted over my years of work with clients. What happens when some of the things that happen that make people not meet their goals. Now, the first one is very obvious, right? Number one, people don't set goals, right? For various reasons. Sometimes people are scared to set goals. They don't know how to set goals. Yes, it's possible not to know how to set goals. And saying I have a goal to do something doesn't mean that you know how to set goals or even how to achieve them. But people don't set goals. Sometimes it could be you're scared. Sometimes maybe some past disappointments and things of that nature. But here's the thing, like the saying goes, if you never ask, the answer will always be no. If you never set any goals, you will never meet goals that you never set. So that's number one. Number two, the goals are not written down. If you don't write down your goals, you just keep them in the realm of this sort of nebulous wish. If you have a goal, you got to write it down. You've got to write it down. Write it down. It's like bringing things from the nebulous world into the concrete. I have a goal to weigh 150 pounds by the end of 2023. That's a goal. Okay, it's not my goal. But I'm just giving an example of how writing things down can, even just that act in itself, really concretizes things in your mind. I used to wonder to myself, well, sometimes I'll get this idea and everything, and then it's like, well, how come I didn't implement the idea? And I realized that the ideas I didn't implement were the ones that I just never wrote down. I just thought of it, oh yeah, great idea. It's the same thing with goals. The goals that you don't write down don't get met. And there's actually a percentage of people who, when they write down their goals, that those goals are achieved. It's actually a percentage, and I do not remember what that number is. You can look it up, but you have to write down your goals. Now, number 3, and this is very important for a new year, goals are kept in the realm of a resolution. How many people make New Year resolutions, right? Those things don't work. A resolution is just a simple statement of a wish. A resolution is not a goal, it's not a plan, it's not a strategy. And if you followed my work for a while, you may have heard me say this: stop making New Year resolutions. Stop making New Year resolutions, because they don't work. A resolution is maybe a good place to start making a statement of, this is what I want to do this year. But you have to have a goal, you have to have a plan, you have to have a strategy, you have to have some accountability and some consistency along with all of that, in order not to just keep making New Year resolutions year in, year out. So no resolutions. Number 4, there's no concrete plan to achieve the goal. So you could have a goal in your head, you could write it down, you could be like, well, it's not a resolution, it's a goal, and I've written it down. Then what? You have to come up with a plan, right? And if you don't know how to come up with a plan, ask people, ask your coach. That's what coaching is for. Helping you make plans to achieve your goals. And that's honestly, that's what coaches do. When you strip it down to bare bones, what we're doing, of course, we give strategy, information, etc., connections, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, a lot of what we do is like, hey, this is the goal. Let's come up with a plan to achieve this goal, a workable plan. And I'm going to hold you accountable with support, encouragement, and motivation while you achieve the goal. That's what coaching is. In fact, that's one of the definitions of coaching. We partner with a client to achieve their goals. You can't just set a goal. You can't just write down a goal and throw it away. You have to come up with a plan to achieve the goal. Like, I have to come up with a plan. Yes, you do. That's like applying for a job, getting the job and having no intention of going to work the job. You're not going to get a paycheck. You just get fired and probably a bad name. Number 5, if there's a plan, guess what? It's not broken down into a strategy. So if you have a goal, yes, okay, I have a goal. And remember, a goal is the thing you want to be, do, and have. So you have the goal. Yay. You have a plan. So let me give an example. So let's say you weigh 300 pounds and you, in fact, want to weigh 200 pounds. So what do? Your goal is to weigh 200 pounds. Your plan is to lose 100 pounds. There's something missing, a strategy. Yes, how are you going to lose 100 pounds? How are you going to put this plan into motion? That's your strategy. The goal is what you want to be, do, and have, right? The plan is how to get there. And the strategy is how to work, how to bring the plan into action. The plan. What is the plan? And after the plan, what's the strategy? And this weekend, on the 28th, I'm having a workshop. Not a workshop, sorry. A masterclass for goal setting. At 6 p.m. Central. We will be talking about how to actually set goals and achieve them. It's called How to Crush Your Goals. The link will be in the comment section or description. Now, my next point, number 6, is that people don't hold themselves accountable, nor do they get anyone to hold them accountable. So yes, they'll write the goal, they'll write the plan, they'll write the strategy. Okay, I want to be 200 pounds. In order to lose 100 pounds, and I have to lose 100 pounds from 300 to get to 200. In order to do that, I'm going to have to maybe stop eating certain foods, start eating certain foods, start taking exercise, stop, visiting certain places in order that where you get certain foods, etc., etc., etc. But the next thing is, you don't hold yourself accountable. Yeah, you have a strategy, but the day you don't feel like doing it, you just don't do it. Accountability is very important in achieving your goals. And if you can't hold yourself accountable, guess what? Get accountability partners, get a coach, get a mentor, get a program, get somebody to hold you accountable. If you can't hold yourself accountable, it's that simple. But what do? Right? We don't want people to know where we're struggling. So we don't want to get people to hold us accountable. But that's fine. It doesn't have to be your friends. You pick up the phone and you get in a weight loss program. You pick up the phone and you hire a coach to hold you accountable. It is worth hiring a coach just to hold you accountable, even if you know what to do. It's worth it, because then you have a higher chance of meeting your goals if there's somebody holding your feet to the fire for you. On the days you're like, I've just had 4 chocolates and I don't care about this anymore. It's like, okay, you know what? Yes, you've had 4 chocolates. You've already eaten them. Can't do anything about that. But where are the rest of the chocolates? in my drawer. Okay, you know what? Take those chocolates and go give them away, or go throw them in the trash outside in the dumpster. This is just an example of accountability. I'm not saying you should throw your chocolates in the dumpster. That's not the point. The point is, accountability is needed for your goals. And the mistake people make is they don't hold themselves accountable, nor do they have anyone to hold them accountable. Number 7, there is no consistency in the plan to achieving their goals. Oh, I want to make $1 million. Okay, I'm going to sell whatever. I'm going to sell 5 houses at $200,000 each. Okay, good. But then there's no consistency in the approach. You have to be consistent and consistently walk the path. This is like, I like to equate things to going to a job, because everyone understands, yes, I have to go to a job. But nobody seems to understand that all these other things I have to do them too. So you want to get up in the morning, you go to work on Monday, hey. Then Tuesday, you're like, I don't feel like it. You lay down in bed. Wednesday, like, I don't know. Then you go, so you look at your calendar, you've only gone to work 3 days out of the month. And then at the end of the month, you want your boss to pay you a salary. It's not going to happen, because you have to go to work every day, or as many days as you signed up to work, right? Maybe you don't go to work every day. It's the same thing. Your goals, you have to do something towards your goals every day. If you want to lose 100 pounds, you don't get to eat a salad on the 1st of January and eat, I don't know, pork pies the rest of the month, and then eat a salad on the 1st of February. That is inconsistent. You're not going to meet your goals. No matter how much accountability you have, how much plans, how many strategies, etc., etc., if you're not consistent, you're not going to meet your goals, and you will be back making resolutions year in, year out. And what happens to you when you do that? You doubt your own words, and your own words mean nothing to you. You become you become disbelievable. Is that a word? To even yourself. And the power of your own word lessens and lessens. That's another story for another day. But if you don't believe your own words, your own actions, etc., eventually you will lose confidence in your own ability to, as it were, decree a thing and have it established, to say, yes, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to keep doing until it gets done. You lose confidence in your own ability to achieve anything. The more and more and more you keep setting goals and not meeting up, you start to lose confidence in your own ability to achieve. Simply because you went about setting goals the wrong way. Number 8, and this may be the most obvious, people who only set goals at the beginning of the year. Like, why? I set goals every single day. Like, okay, what are we doing tomorrow? Okay, this is what by tomorrow I want to do this or have this. Okay, bam. By next week, I set goals all the time. You don't just wait till the 1st of the year. 1st of the year is a good time to set goals, but by all means, set goals every day. Maybe the amount of work, tasks you want to do tomorrow. Okay, this is what I want to achieve. What I want to be, do, and have. Right? And in fact, by the time you get used to setting goals on a consistent basis, it's not only all going to come crashing down on you at the end of the year when you're like, I didn't even achieve this goal, because you will see it as the year goes by. Like, every month, okay, what did I do this month? Okay, what can I do better? Okay, every quarter, every week, every month, every quarter, half the year, then the year. So you're not blindsided, and you're not like crying at the end of the year because you didn't achieve your goals, because you're constantly course correcting and making steps to achieve your goals. So this is just a tip of the iceberg. I will be talking more on this Saturday. So please click the link. It's a Zoom registration. Join us and, join the conversation on goal setting. Bring your own ideas too. And of course, bring your questions. It's lovely to be back on YouTube and podcast. And I hope that you have a lovely, lovely week setting your goals and making plans to achieve them. But for more, join me this Saturday, and we'll be talking about how to crush your goals in 2023. Thank you, and I will see you next time.